All righty then. Good evening. Hello.
Hey.
Get your spooky on.
Hey.
How's everyone doing today?
How y'all doing? What's going on?
What? Listen, this isn't going to work with all of this. So, we'll pull it up eventually. But
okay. I mean, just don't shake your head too much.
Okay.
Yeah, don't they just
I'll just stay still.
Just stay still. Like they like balls. Don't move too much. You cool. Just
right.
They won't shake.
Dunk them in some vodka and there we go.
I mean, hello. That's what it's there for. Hello. Good evening.
How's everyone doing today?
How y'all doing? How your mama doing? So I guess you all probably have a few questions. Maybe, possibly. If you don't.
What questions would they have? This is just a normal, everyday look. I wear this.
It is Wednesday, so what
right.
the hell?
I wear this every day to the Pentagon.
Yeah, I had an interview today. So
isn't this what you all wear to work? This
right.
is just a simple, everyday beat.
I rolled into the interview and sat down and said, they were like, "Are you here?" I was like, "I am." And
I have arrived.
I'm here. I'm here.
What?
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 Get into
and see,
it.
the look has an underpart to it. See, look at that. Look at that. And so now, I see you bitches, but you don't see me.
Well,
all right then.
I don't think they really expect anything less.
Today is Wednesday, April 3rd, 2019.
April 3rd, 2019. That's where we are today. Yes, God.
And welcome to episode 50 of the BGKH Show with Dominion
and Epic.
Woo! That's a milestone, 50.
That is.
50.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
I sat down here bullshitting with you 50 weeks, not in a row, but 50 weeks total.
Well,
this is the same shit that we talk about all the time. Right. So it's not like, it's something
talking about
unique.
anyway,
So we might as well do it in front of the people.
Yeah, why not?
So what does the BGKH stand for?
So listen, the BGKH show, the B in BGKH stands for black. Now, can you see that we're black underneath here? Can you see the black? Can you see? Get into all this skin, honey.
See that? That's black.
All this skin.
It's black.
That's the black. Now, what's the G for?
Gay.
It's just a light day beat.
I'm wearing.
It's just a light day beat.
I'm wearing silver lame pants, silver lame shirt, a red, what is this, Victorian jacket, an Elizabethan ruff, and a gay Boba Fett Muppet mask.
I don't necessarily know what's going on. It's Tuesday. This is how my Tuesdays usually start off, so I don't know what the problem is, but, I'm so sorry, Kate.
Are you in mourning?
Listen, I am. I can't see you.
For your lost virginity?
You tried it. You tried it. I can't really mourn something that I haven't had in over 30-something years, but okay. But okay, whatever. The K. The K stands for what?
Kinky. Red.
Get all
red
into it. Get all into all of this red.
Simply red.
Get into all this red. Get into all of it. All of it.
Simply.
Do you see it? Do you feel it? Do you know it? Let me let you know it. And then...
touch it, baby. Touch it.
He's having a moment right now. But beyond all that, after he finishes his dance, the H...
gyrations.
The H in this G in the BGKH stands for what?
Humans. All right, so I shall pull she up.
And I will unveil.
Ooh.
And come out.
And so
and debut.
Now.
So you are probably wondering what these were. These were our Code Red looks.
Looks.
These were our Code Red looks. For this
I love
weekend.
the jewels. Okay, let's.
Well, yeah.
So first, all right. So we'll say that this is our Code Red look. So again, let's. I gave a small recap, but I'm gonna give you a little bit more detail.
Okay.
But no, I want to hear your. I want tell us about your look.
So
hold on. What are you wearing?
So I am wearing Fashions by Epic.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and it
tacky fierce.
Fierce tacky. Right. Fierce tacky.
Okay.
So we have styled here. We have my top hat that has a red hanky.
Yes.
And then also we have it bejeweled in a couple different ways. So here we are. So we had that going on.
It's a lovely brooch. You could just
if
this was 1992, you could have a button-up collar shirt and just wear that around your neck.
I could, but actually it's 3. But we're gonna talk about that.
So okay.
Anyway, But anyway, so we had that going on.
Is there symbolism like Renai's? Is like there's exactly 475.
We are on air, and I'm gonna need you.
Hey, it was cute. I mean, that is
in.
not shade. I mean,
No,
it was
I'm not
fabulous.
saying shade, but I was like, I'm gonna need you to pull it in, and we're not. My brooches are not symbolic of anything other than I thought they were cute.
Can
and
you
they
hand me the
actually
crown in the blue bag, please? Because that was the other part of the look.
So I also finished off the look with a red hanky inspired mask because Code Red actually was a masquerade ball, and so it is all about being covered up until 12 o'clock when the masquerade, with your mask on for the masquerade. And then at 12 o'clock, you're supposed to take your mask off to let everybody know. And it's symbolic of what Code Red represents because it's there for, or Code Red was established as a charity event for HIV and AIDS.
Yes.
And it is about fighting the stigma of HIV and AIDS. So again, the masks were symbolic of actually unmasking yourselves and again, helping people to do the same thing with whatever mask they're wearing. So whether that is HIV and AIDS, whether that is abuse, whether that is whatever that may be, there is no stigma. We need to fight that stigma. So that's what that's what Code Red is all about.
Yes.
And then I finished off my look also with my on sale fabric at Chez Joann's, which was really nice.
That is festive. I was like, it's
really nice.
I was wondering where the fuck you got that.
Listen, Chez Joann's, in the clearance bin. You got to
you got to hold it up so that they can hold it up
sit over in the
against
clearance bin.
so that
get
you can
into
fully
it.
see it.
Get into it. It's a. Turn it that way. There we go.
Yes.
It is a skull and wing type of combo. So
on,
I felt
on a veil.
Yes,
that is
cute.
cute.
It is just some fabric and it's some.
That's like a whore's wedding.
Okay, well we'll call it that. But I see myself.
So you're the bride of, or the mother of the bride of.
I'm the mother of a bride who is pissed the fuck off that her child is marrying this old crazy motherfucker. That's what I am, and I'm in mourning.
This old basic ass bitch.
I'm just mourning.
Would that be a gag if you?
At somebody's funeral.
At somebody's wedding
with the entire look in the background like this.
Right. Like the mother of the bride just shows up with this red ensemble and a veil and shit.
And then my mask also, which was part of the masquerade, was a bejeweled or rhinestone. This was an attempt, so let me be clear.
It looks good.
My look came about a little bit later.
From a distance.
Yeah, from a distance. So listen.
But so does mine. From a distance, my mask is fierce.
Up close, we see a lot of phrase going on. So let me be clear. So I'm going to have to go ahead and redo this a little bit. But again, it was a cute mask. I wanted to be a little different. I wanted to have a little original. And it is nice.
Did you buy this mask and just do this?
I did. I found the shape of this mask, and I said, this is what I want to do. I want to cover it. And that's
I was going to say, because you could find a mask with that exact shape.
So actually, the shape that I wanted a whole mask that I could cut the middle out because I was going to make a real deep V in the middle. So it would have these two large points and cover it that way. And also do the same on the bottom. That's what I wanted. I couldn't find it, but I liked the shape of this. I thought it was interesting. So it's pretty festive.
I discovered that at Michael's, they sell those whole face masks. And then you can cut it. You could have cut it out or do anything.
Now, had I been at Michael's and had I saw that, then yes, that would have been great. I would have been able to get that. When I went late to Party City, I found the masks that were like, half of it was cut off at the top, and I was like, "That's not what I wanted."
Right.
But again, I found this.
But that looks good.
But we're working on. We're going to work. It's a work in progress, and I'm either going to probably redo it or just add more to it because
for what?
E6000. Who knows?
Just for something.
Yeah.
Actually, you're right though because I was like, I thought you were done.
No.
Oh no! Yeah. Yes. The coat, honey.
Let's get into
and
this coat.
then I say, oh, bitch, I found this fabulous coat online on Amazon, and I sent him the picture of the coat on Amazon. He was like, bitch, that's the exact same coat that I got. I was like, oh, well, this is awkward. Clearly, you're going to have to get another look.
We see how well that worked out. But in any event, actually, I like the jacket. But let me just tell y'all right now.
And this jacket, it looks cute.
Wish sets the girls all.
This is why I don't fuck with Wish because
my goodness, they set the girls all the way up. I
was prepared to see you and to be like, oh girl, it looks fine. You know,
See what I mean? See what I mean? It is nothing like, listen, your good bristles could just say whatever the fuck they want to say.
But it actually looks good.
So, well, it's all right. It's not what I expected. I expected
I mean, listen, it don't ever look nothing like the picture, because in the picture, they got you looking like Tom Cruise from Interview with the Vampire.
Let me tell you
and
something.
then when you show up with this girl, I was like, girl, this is polyester. This ain't cotton and suede and rich fabrics, because that's what it looks like in the pictures, that this is rich fabric, and then you show up with this polyester thing.
Listen,
I was like, girl, it's a costume.
This girl is I don't even know, it's like not even faux suede, it's more like
it's suede.
Faux suede.
It's
that's what it
fade
is.
is what
so again,
suede.
and it's thin in the motherfucker, and which is fine, because
but
again,
it's the look, right?
It's the look. It's a little ill-fitting, but it's the look, and I'm okay with that. I think
right,
it's
but
like
you
a
were
5X.
saying it was like a
the look.
You said ill-fitting. I was thinking it was going to be like a Gordon Gartrell kind of situation with one arm longer than the other.
Now, the only thing that I do not have on, which from my Code Red look, was the black patent leather full body suit. Yeah, we had some difficulties this afternoon trying to get in that bad boy, so we ain't gonna do that again. So I need some time, and I need to relax to get myself into that, because you got to pull, you got to print, you got to put shit all in place.
Yeah. You
got
to
get
get
it
it
up
together
from the back to the front, which was awkward, because I was like, you trying to like not zip up, and you trying to get the little thing. I was like, if I catch a hair or a
your
nut,
balls.
listen, we can't. So that's the only thing that's not here, but it was cute. I had a good time. But tell us about your look. Who are you wearing?
I am wearing
Gordon
silver.
Gartrell?
Yes, Gordon Gartrell. This is a Gordon Gartrell original.
This is original.
It is original.
This is a fall 2000.
One off.
This is
one off.
A one off. Oh, okay, so this is
vintage. This is the vintage collection from.
This is the fall
1992 collection.
Okay,
yes,
all
yes.
right.
So I'm wearing vintage, like vintage Gaultier. This is vintage Gordon Gartrell. So
okay, all right, gotcha.
Silver lame pants.
Which, by the way, was I was.
So hold on, let me walk around so we can.
James and I were
both. Can you get me on the other camera? So at least the people. No, I'll just stand. Oh, that's a muffin top. But never mind. We'll just sit back down.
You silly. You silly. But these pants are everything. These silver lame pants, they have a zipper in the back.
Yes, they have zippers on the legs and the back, and then they have these little accessories, and then this pocket actually unzips, so it
goes up in.
Yeah,
okay, all right.
It doesn't really go down much, but it was just so I was.
That's cute.
I went to the Fetish Factory in Fort Lauderdale, and so I was just I didn't have a specific idea of what I wanted my look to be at first, so I just started accumulating things.
Right.
So like I still have a red feather mohawk in the house.
Oh. That's right. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
I wore a red and silver mask for Friday at Leather and Lace. And so I saw these pants, and they had these pants in like a shiny black, and then they had this silver. And I knew I already had the silver shirt that goes with it. So I was like, all right, so let's get the pants, and then we'll make that work. And then, I got this. I really wanted, I wanted to go for dramatique. So I had been looking like at a ruff. Actually, I was looking for like a vampire ruff that was going to be like this tall in the back. But, that girl was like $150. I was like, that is a lot.
It's a one-time purchase, though.
But a one-time purchase that I will never use.
And probably a one-time look, or maybe a one-time look every 5 years.
Right, but this ruff, this was from Etsy.
Okay.
And this came from Amazon, and these gloves came from our favorite Comfort Zone.
So, listen, those gloves, don't put them down. I'm going to just listen.
They were like $12. You can go get some yourself. They weren't like super expensive.
But they're here, so don't put them down. I'm going to just go ahead and tell
And then my mask. So my mask, if you can see, you see this part here? This is actually a sun visor. And when you have it down, it's a visor, like or it's like a face shield. But when you put it in the up position and have it on your head, it's like a sun visor. So I just got that, and my original idea was to cover this in red roses.
We were having that conversation, yeah.
So that would have required me to cover this entire thing with some sort of a foundation onto which I could stick the roses. So I was going to use like some sort of a foam or something. But then I was like, well, how do I know where the fuck the face part is and all that? I was like, this is just too complicated. I need something where I could just stick this, because you can't just stick the roses right on it, because the roses have a piece that they attach to, and it's like a little stick on the bottom. So you needed to have some foam or something that you could stick this into. So remember Pride a couple of years ago when that drag queen had those boots that had all those little multicolored pom-poms, and it looked like she had killed like a million Muppets of many colors. So I was in Michael's and I saw these beads and I was like, oh, that's perfect because I could just use that E6000. By the way, kids, if you use that E6000, make sure you ventilate because at my house has smelled like that shit for a week.
It stinks. And listen, open up the door and give yourself at least 24 hours for the shit to dry.
Well, yeah, and so I was concerned because I was like, this isn't going to stick. This isn't going to stick. Let me tell you.
She ain't going nowhere.
You know, like Superman could blow on this.
The damn, they're still not going to come off. They're going to rip before they come off.
Right, and so, you know, I covered it, and, you know, I was like, okay, this came out good. But again, like your to
get up on closer.
Right, you know, from a distance.
Actually, no, it's not really bad. Like, I don't think it's really bad.
Well, if I was doing a better job and had done this before, I would have packed them tighter. I probably would have started by building. First of all, if I hadn't started the Tuesday before the event, if I had started like 3 weeks ago, I would have done the outline and let that harden to establish. And then once you do that, then I would have packed them very tightly so that you wouldn't see any space between. Because you can't see it from here, but if you get up close to the mask, you can see some of the mask between it. So, you know.
I don't think it's bad.
And I feel like I might, now that I know how to work with this, I feel like whatever we do for Iniquity for Halloween is going to feature.
You get ready to repurpose?
No, this is a done thing. This is going to go like in a shadow box or something, or just sit on a shelf, or just get one of those wig heads and just let it sit on the wig head.
Okay.
With the rough and everything. But now that I understand how these beads work, a wig head, yeah. Now that I know how these beads work, I could do something like I could buy one of those masks from from Michael's and do something with it because they make these beads in a ton of different colors and even different sizes.
Okay.
So they make the little tiny ones, which I'm probably not going to fuck with because that just.
I did see
that fucks with my.
I did see your first look with the eyes. I saw them in Joann's as well.
Yes, so
they were. Yeah.
I was going to do a separate look for Sunday for brunch. I was going to get get a lampshade and cover it with more of these, but in my signature orange. But when the lampshade arrived, so I was thinking the lampshade was going to be like this and maybe like this because I wanted it wide, but that bitch was this wide. Literally, I am not exaggerating when I tell you it was this wide. It literally sat down on my well, maybe not that wide, but it sat down on my shoulders, and the shit was this tall.
Listen.
Like it's out of the frame. That's how tall it was. And so again, that arrived on Wednesday, so I would have had between Wednesday and Sunday to cover the entire surface of that shit with the balls, the dead Muppet balls, and it was 1 million people at Freddy's for brunch, and I would have been like the only fool walking in there, looking like Dumb Donald's avant-garde cousin,
Donald.
Donald. Right. So that was nice, but let's just say Code Red turned out beautifully. Shout out to the committee. Shout out to Renai, the committee chair, and everybody who did all of the work to put that together. And to date, we've raised about $6,500, and there's still some more stuff that's going to be available for auction on, I guess, the Onyx Mid-Atlantic website. So that's stick around for more information. If you follow OnyxMA.com or follow Onyx on Twitter or Instagram. On Instagram, it's onyx.ma, and Twitter, it's @onyxma. Yeah. So there'll be more auctions that more items that people didn't bid on for the silent auction, including some services and a few other things. So you'll see pieces like that.
Yeah.
Kevin Aviance gave a performance. Now, these young kids didn't know what they were seeing, And so these young kids who didn't grow up in the ballroom scene, I mean, neither did I, but I mean, I love house music and I love, cunty bitch tracks and all of that. So I knew what I was getting into and I was living for it. But most of the audience was just like, this is
They were like just sitting
cute.
like crickets. Now, meanwhile, we're running around and like being like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God.
Like I'm standing right in front of him. I'm like,
He has like
I
the camera
love
and
you.
he's like, yeah, he's like
I
filming.
love you.
And I'm on stage like, I'm just getting my life because he's dancing. I'm in the background like, all of a sudden you see me dip out and I'm like, woo!
Right.
Listen.
I was loving it. I loved everything about his performance. And Vaughn Allure turned it. We're going to be interviewing Vaughn at some point of Vaughn in the next couple of weeks once we can get our schedules together. But thank you to both of them for coming to the event and really helping us turning our 5th anniversary into, something extra special.
And it was very, and also with this event, because it was the 5th year of Code Red, we had decided that we were going to award what's called the Code Red Award of Excellence.
Yes.
And we had the first 2 recipients of that, and they were Vaughn Allure as well as Kevin Aviance.
Yes.
And so when you start talking about Code Red, you're talking about people that work within the community and the things that they do. These are 2 people that we identified, and we thought that they were worthy of receiving the Code Red Award of Excellence. So be on the lookout for that. From going forward, we will be having recipients, and we will be making awards to those people. So again, it was a great inaugural event for that award. So we're very happy with that.
Yes, and thank you to the DC Eagle. There was
thank you.
Great venue as usual. We loved
thank
it.
you to the DC Eagle. Thank you, Miss DC Eagle, who had a bar night before.
Yes, and donated proceeds
to Code Red. Thank you so much, Alyssa. We really, really appreciate you. Mr. DC Eagle came out for a minute.
Yes.
That was great. We had a whole bunch of things that were going on.
So, just to remind everyone, so if you saw the pictures, and there will be more pictures coming out. In fact, I need to get the info for you so I can download my pictures.
Oh, I just snapped. Yeah, we'll chat about that. Yeah, we can talk about. Yeah, I know. Yes. Okay.
All right. So anyway, Code Red. 6th anniversary, Breathe Outside of the Box, is going to be March 28th of 2020. So get your looks together. So again, it's not going to be a masquerade per se, but it's going to be something. I don't know it's just a red theme. It says red theme artistic fetish ball. So this year was a masquerade ball. Next year it's a fetish ball. So I feel like there's some red latex in my future. Or some red fishnet, or some fishnet and latex, or some leather and bitch.
I have some red fishnet. I have some red latex.
I feel like there's a cat suit of some sort in my future, or cat suit pieces.
I'm here for it. If you come through bringing it, I'm here for it. Because again, the one thing that I would definitely say is when people get their looks together and they know what they have exactly what they want, they walk through like, bitch, I am serving you everything.
And I loved my look because I feel like for the first time in doing this, it sort of came together in the way that I wanted. And even though this wasn't perfect, the concept came together the way that I felt it should.
And let's be clear, because for myself as well,
your look served.
Comfortable.
And it was comfortable, right?
Listen,
because every year I come up with some shit that I'm like, this shit looks good as long as you're standing here. But as soon as you start moving or something, like I have a mask on and then it'll fog my glasses up and I can't see. So then the whole look is fucked up because you can't see nothing. It worked out perfectly. So whatever I do next year is going to have a comfort factor built into it. Because I'm going to be 49 years old at that point.
I'm gagging when you said Boba Fett. I can't. When you said a gay Boba Fett.
A gay Boba. I am a gay Boba Fett.
What?
A gay Victorian Boba Fett.
Oh my God! But again, everybody's looks were serving. Like I thoroughly enjoyed. I enjoyed your look. I enjoyed. So let me. I enjoyed
vivacious looks.
Oh, and listen.
Renee's look and George's look.
And
George was giving Bloody Mary, Mother of the Bride.
It it was just everything. It was all this tulle. Renee had 2 different looks that were like everything, and it took me a minute to figure out what the. I was like, what? Listen, come on, Renee, come through. Who else? Vivacious, like you said, she had
Vivacious was wearing. It was like a sort. It was a bunny.
It was a bunny with like.
It was like a Victorian madam bunny,
and it had these beautiful red bejeweled piece that looked like it was a zipper coming down, and the nipple clamps, and then the corset, and like it. Listen.
Yes.
Come on, Vivacious. Come through. There were some really interesting masks there. CJ had a very interesting mask on. I like his mask. It was very.
Let me tell you who else was serving it. Tobias.
So it was so simple though.
It was simple. It was just a little shirt that zipped up, but it was all bejeweled. And he had this crown. It was like a crown of antlers, and I was just like, bitch, I can't even fuck with you right now.
And I showed one of my coworkers the pictures, and I was scrolling through the pictures because David Ehrlich. Listen, let me say something about David Ehrlich. First of all, thank you so much for showing up. Thank you. And your talent is amazing.
Yes.
Because you took one of my favorite pictures to date of myself and of us that we've taken together.
Yes.
It was one of my favorite looks. The picture quality was clear, it was crisp, it was beautiful, and somebody on my Facebook page posted something that said like art, and I never looked at it. When I looked at the picture again, I was like, oh my God, this is like art.
Yeah, it was very avant-garde.
David Ehrlich, thank you so much for your talent. Listen, you are able to come through anytime you want to.
Right, and we'll set you up a little spot.
And listen, we got you. We got you. We got you.
Like if you want to come through for MAL.
Yeah, like MAL and also Iniquity.
For Iniquity.
And Iniquity is coming up too, so we have to talk about that too.
Yes.
But anyway, so yeah, it was. But
is this breaking news? Juana Laura will be the DJ for Iniquity.
Well, we
got to get a contract.
Yeah, we're not gonna break that news yet. We're gonna have a conversation about that though. Yeah.
All right, we'll talk about that separately.
We'll talk about that later.
So let me tell you. So the last thing I'll say about this is like, all right. So I wanted to look as snatched as possible.
No, but listen. Let's be clear. I don't know if any of you bitches been watching this from episode 1 up to episode 50. So this bitch sitting right here next to me in this silver lame size motherfucking 32. The bitch done went down from like 97 sizes, and the bitch is now in the 32 with a damn snatch waist. That's what's wrong with the bitch. Now she hungry and she can't. But I'm not bitter. I'm just saying. But the bitch done snatched that. So whatever. Bitch.
So, I have not left the house without Lycra on my upper body since I was at least 15 years old.
Bitch.
But I was like, all right, so I want to look extra snatched today. So, I have the everyday compression garments that I wear. And then I had one that I had not worn it before. Because, you buy them, buy a bunch of it's completely brand new. Normally I just like, I put that on, so everything. It took me a good 20 minutes. I had to attack it from several angles. I tried to put one arm in and then put the other arm in, but that didn't work. I said, well, maybe I just try to put both arms in and then slide it down, and that didn't work. Bitch, I am not exaggerating. I started sweating and trying to get that girl on, and then it's all bunched up around here, and you got to slowly pull it down around. But when I did, I was like,
I'm ready for my close-up.
Right.
Listen, I felt the same way about that damn catsuit. Listen, God bless women and men that put on these catsuits, because listen, and mine was it's like a stretchy. It's almost very similar to the gloves and also but thinner than the pants.
Yeah.
But it's like I was rolling that bitch up, rolling the bitch up. But again,
it looked very comfortable.
It was. Once I finally got on, got a position right. I was like, okay, you got to pull stuff here and push that way. Then I had to wrap my shit up and put it to the side. And I was like, okay, let me put it together. Listen, it was but it was comfortable. So I mean,
I love how you turn this into a little cravat.
My little ascot. We
yes, ascot.
So, but yeah,
a man of a certain age, you got to wear a neck piece.
Well, I'm just saying that's how we do. So, and like you said, by the time we get to Code Red, for next year. Shit. Oh my God. I'll be 48, almost be turning 49. So.
I will be 49.
So, yeah, I mean,
It'll be 2 days after my 49th birthday.
Yeah.
And we'll be starting planning for the 50th because we're going around the world. We're not going around the world, but you need to start saving your coins.
No. I already know where I'm going to go for my 50th.
I know where we are going.
Well, but I am.
Where do you want to go?
I'm trying to go to Brazil.
I'm down for that.
Yeah, I want to go to Brazil.
So we can go to Brazil, and then we got to go to the Mediterranean. So we got 2 trips to plan.
Okay, well, I'm here for that, Beach and Blue Water. I'm here.
And I already know. So I'll tell you. I already know how we can do this. It's a company called Friendly Planet. They do these tours and excursions, and you listen. They do layaway, bitch.
Magic word. Payment plan.
Payment plan on a vacation is the way to go.
Okay.
All right.
My allergies are acting up like crazy.
All right. So did anything else exciting happen during your week?
So I had some out of town visitors that came, and they actually came to Code Red. So,
Yes.
My brother came, James Caldwell, and
Yes.
he's also known as Spillable on YouTube, and also another
Yes.
friend, Classic Renee, came down.
Yes.
She's in the area. She's another YouTuber, so thank y'all for coming out. Sabrina Blue came out and performed. The Imperial Court, thank you so much for performing. Delta Knight and also Ophelia Bottoms. We had our Beyonce.
Yes,
we
she
had
turned it
our,
out.
Yeah, we had our Deborah Cox. Like, they were all fabulous. So thank
Yes.
you so much for coming and sharing your gifts with us. Yeah, this was for me. It was one of the best ones yet. So
Yes.
yeah,
They're all good, but each year it gets bigger and bigger and better and better. So
it does.
we're
So,
gonna make it work.
but it was a great weekend. Even though I didn't make it to karaoke brunch because
Had stuff going on.
So we had some stuff going on. So let me just share with you all, just really quickly, a bad thing and a good thing. So the bad thing is, so again, we laugh and joke about certain
Family.
things and family and even some finances for me, at least for a certain extent, because I'm not in that like nine-figure salary type of thing. So I kind of work within my budget, and I have to really plan some shit out. So I'm now budgeting for myself and also for my mom. So, when the emergency popped up, which is where I get this phone call from the owner about some bullshit about a payment, I'm like, whatever. We took care of that and got that all straightened out. I was pissed off about it because I was like, you're being petty, but it's okay. At the end of the day, I get it. It is what it is, and I'm going to leave it at that. So thank you. Thank you. But the good thing was, when I went to go see my mother, this was the first time I went to go see my mother, and I sat down with her after I calmed down and was sitting there talking, just checking in with her. And after about an hour, I was like, all right, well, girl, I'm ready to go. She was like, okay, bye. Gave her mom a hug and a kiss. And when I tell you, this was the first time she didn't try to run out the door, grab her purse and anything. She was like, bye, see you.
That means she's gotten
Bye.
used to the facility.
Listen.
And they make her feel comfortable.
And I was on cloud nine. I was sitting there. I was like, what the? So I got a little emotional when I got out in the car because I was like, oh, my God. Like, it's kind of like that. I guess that parents, when they feel like their kids are, comfortable in school. And I was like, okay, she's comfortable. So I was like, okay, great. So it's a relief off my shoulders. It just annoyed me so much, and it's been a burden on my mind. So I'm happy about that. So that was the good and the bad. So I'm very comfortable with that.
You're good.
But my allergies are killing me today. Like, what is going on?
I know, right?
I got the whole throat thing and everything else.
All right,
But,
so let's...
Oh, and wait a minute. Let's go back. So let me be clear. On Friday night, we had our leather and lacy
Oh,
event,
girl.
and it was
Ooh, honey.
it was at the Green Lantern. So
I took a picture
I'm gonna be
and
the
posted
first-
it on Instagram, and I was like, the drunk girls, because everybody in that row was fucked up.
Well, yours truly, I started. Listen, I cannot pregame. Let me be clear. And if I do, I need to be reminded that I was pregaming because my pregame turned into extra innings, and these extra innings did not end well. And those extra innings came all the way up and all the way out. So we're just gonna leave it at that. But I was pissed off that I even pre-gamed and forgot about it. And then I felt like, what's the name from Sparkle? I mean, not from Sparkle, from Diane Carroll and
Jackie's back?
no 70s with James Earl Jones, Claudine,
Oh.
and Claudine.
I haven't seen that. There's like a number of movies from the 70s
Oh
I
my
haven't
God.
seen.
Well, there's this scene in Claudine where Claudine, the mother, Diane Carroll, she says she's talking to her daughter because her daughter came back in drunk. She said, "You're drunk." She's leaning over toward it like, "I can hold my liquor." Yeah, that was me. So we're just gonna go ahead and call it that. So.
And I come up and he's just like holding the table. I'm like, baby, are you okay? Do you need some milk? I was just like, oh, you are fucked
Listen,
up.
I was fucked up. So we're going to go ahead and call it that. So so many Honest Brothers showed up. Thank y'all for showing up and showing out.
Yes.
It was a great time. So just thank you all. And thank you. We appreciate it. So, but anyway, that's enough of all the stuff that went on with Code Red in the weekend. So it was
All right,
a
so
fun time.
let's hit the Chicago mayoral election.
So, hopefully you all been paying attention to the news because it's important for you all to start paying attention to the news and the
It
politics
is.
that's going on. So, according to the New York Times, Chicago, this is an article that was in the New York Times. Chicago has elected its first African American female mayor, and she is gay.
Yes.
So, I'm going to give them a round of applause for that, because actually, in that race, there was another young woman who was running against her, who was another African American female. So either way, it was a win-win. But this, I feel like, was a double win, because she was African American and she was also gay. So listen,
A lot of people, aren't necessarily super jazzed about her, though.
well, they are not, and she's had some issues and problems even on the campaign trail. She's had some hateful things being said to her, slurs. Like, she's had some opposition.
She's certainly, so,
She's had lots of opposition.
certainly, the fact that she is a black lesbian is great, and it's an achievement, and it's an accomplishment, but,
And she's a former prosecutor.
And she's a former prosecutor. So
this is her first time holding an office, an
Right.
elected office. But I
she
wish her the
was
best of luck.
on the police oversight board or whatever.
For Chicago PD?
For Chicago,
So hopefully she will get their asses all the way together.
We'll see.
But yeah, we shall see.
It's easy to talk shit when you don't actually have to do anything.
Well, this is true. So
we'll see.
Hopefully she will be able to make a difference with the city itself, and specifically with the Chicago PD. So hopefully that will happen.
Yes.
So congratulations to you, Lori Lightfoot. So best of luck.
Jordan Peele and Us.
So it was a phenomenal box office weekend.
I still haven't seen it.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet.
Maybe I'll finally get a chance to go see it on Saturday.
I got to find some time to do something.
Yeah.
I got to go do that. But last week it opened or debuted.
we
number
could
one
have gone on
slot.
Saturday, but you was fucked up.
So last week it opened.
I
at
was
number
ready
one
to
spot.
go. I was like, "Hey, girl, let's go," and you were like, "Oh." But it's okay. Listen, we have all sinned and fallen short of the glory. We have all been in the club, and
So
you
last
you
week-
had that one drink, and then all of a sudden you were like, "Bitch, I am fucked up."
Last
How did this
week-
happen?
Last weekend, Us opened to a record box office opening. And this week, in the rating, because it was number one, and this weekend, it's fallen from number one to number two. It brought in 33.2 million, and it fell short to Dumbo, who made 45.9 million.
Well, let's be clear. The movie only cost $20 million to make,
Oh,
and so
it's a
now
win.
they're
It's a
over
win.
$100 million.
Yeah.
So this is Jordan Peele's second movie,
Yes.
both of which have been critical and commercial successes.
Abso-friggin-lutely. So let me be clear about that. But again, it's, it dropped one slide, it's in the second, but whatever. It's still making
Shit
money.
happens.
I'm here for it. Go Jordan, go Lupita, go Winston, go everybody in the movie, go. Just go.
Yes,
That's all I'm
and
saying.
that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go.
We're going to go. So at some point.
So then, also on Wednesday, right after this show,
Yes.
we showed and made an appearance on Late Nights with Anomaly on WLVS Radio and Listen Vision Live, and that was lots of fun. So
Yeah,
it
it
was
was.
me and you and B Anomaly and Orion,
Yeah.
and we were talking about
Everything.
everything. And that's right, I still got to fuck you up, don't I? I still
So
got
we were
to.
talking about fetishes.
I still got to fuck you up.
We were talking about fetishes, and we started talking about we started talking about feet fetishes. We started talking about, just toy play and nipples and everything else. We talked about everything, and then we got to flagging and what the different fetishes, what that hanky coat means, and what the colors are associated with. So we got to
Go ahead and tell
brown.
them the story.
We got to brown, which was flagging. When you flag brown, you are into scat and scat play. So the question was asked, along with several other questions. Are you into scat play, or have you ever done it? And I don't think any of us actually. Well, I think
None of us
no one
flag it.
said no one said none of us flag it, but we have all shared stories of participating, but not necessarily flagging. And I know for myself, I think I've shared with you all. I had a moment where the person I was playing with, all of a sudden, they just decided to just
Release.
yeah, and so, yeah. Anyway, and then we also got to the comment where someone else shared how they've just kind of got in position and just kind of dropped off a few kids for the bus on them. So, and then it just kind of happened.
And then what did you say?
And then we got in just started talking about movies. I think movie titles or something, or fetish titles or something. So I was saying something about it would be like Dominion's Dump or something like that. So
We are not amused.
It was hilarious. And listen, we had
It
plenty-
was not hilarious.
It was hilarious to me because I was
No one
drinking.
laughed.
We were on the show. I was kikiing, so y'all need to
Oh, and although it was cute for his show, there's a reason why we do not drink too much.
Yeah, we don't drink. Yeah. It was cute.
on the show because it was
And-
fine for him, but I was like, this is getting out of hand.
And listen, shout out to the engineer. What's his name? I don't know.
Giannis, or it was like
Whatever.
some European
cutie.
name. Hey, boo.
You can call me
Right.
if you want to. Like I'll answer the phone.
I feel like he was like Ron. Ron is like, I ain't paying attention to none of these hoes. Saying,
Listen, he was behind.
I'm
the-
just
he was behind
here to
the
get a
scenes.
check. Give me my check. I don't care what none of y'all saying.
Listen, he was. Listen. Call me. Call me.
All right, so now we got 13 minutes to talk about Drag Race. All right. So what I've taken to doing is start writing down my observations because, I be forgetting everything.
It's
that
a lot.
happens.
It is definitely a lot. So
And I got these gloves on. So
this episode was the Monster Ball.
Yes.
And so what Rue decided to do was he decided to have each contestant to have 3 different looks.
Yes.
And those looks were very specific. It was something of one being witchy.
The second look was Witch Please. The third one was MILF, Monsters I'd Like to Freak. And the
then-
first one was...
I thought that Witch Please was the first one.
that was the second one.
Oh, the first. Yeah, Monsters I Like to Fuck. The Monsters I Like to Fuck was the first one, and then Witch Please was the second, and then the third was their final look.
But the third one was the Monsters I Like to Freak because that was supposed to be like freaky and sexy at the same
yeah,
time.
you're right. So it was
whatever
the
the first look was, it was supposed to be like just scary.
Yeah.
And so some people really looked
did, yeah.
good and some people looked
Yeah,
bad.
they did,
So the
they
first thing I want to say is stop trying to make cis happen. I'm over it. Hey sis, that's not going to work for me.
Listen, that is season 11. That's their own joke. That's amongst their sisters. So
Right. They
if
trying to
that's
make
what
it.
y'all wanna do,
They're trying to make it this season's Vanjie, but it's not.
Listen.
Vanjie was like a. Speaking of Vanjie, Brooklyn and Vanjie, Brangie. Is it real or is it for?
It's real.
For the show.
It's so I went to the viewing party at the DC Eagle, and Naisha was there from the last season. So Naisha's friends with both of them.
Oh, okay.
And so Naisha was like, oh no, they're an item. And so the question was, well, who's doing who? And she said, well, I'll let y'all figure that out. And so,
Right, because that was like a legitimate question for me too.
But wait,
normally.
But Miss Naisha was like, somebody said, oh my God, Brooklyn's doing this. She said, no, bitch, he's not. I was like, come on, Vanjie. So listen, Vanjie's
Vanjie is a
climbing
top.
right on top of Mount St. Brooklyn Heights. And so that's
Right,
what
so
she's
I was
saying.
like, ooh, that's Kai.
Listen, and then with Nina and Silky.
That was fun.
You know,
play.
First
that
of all,
was
it
for
was.
real.
I
That
was
wasn't
like,
for
they
real.
were like, I was like,
yeah.
I said, oh my God. But anyway, that was cute though.
So speaking of Silky, listen, I'm a big person myself. Silky, I need you to get better foundation garments because, honey, it's. We'll just leave it at that. All
yeah.
right. So, better foundation garments.
The 3 different looks. was
Evie
kind of
did
a
come for Raja a little bit in the beginning, but she came for her
Listen.
in because Evie is quick to call out some bullshit. She's like, well, if I got to lip sync every fucking challenge,
And
we're like, well,
let
bitch,
me
you are
be
not
clear.
going to win the. Like Evie was right, you're not going to win the crown if you've lip synced for your life every fucking
every single time.
challenge.
And let me be clear. If them two had to jump into a fight, listen, I'd have slid all my dollars over to Evie.
Yeah, because
listen.
Raja's gonna get her. See, Raja talk a lot of shit, but Raja's like a little chihuahua.
And
yada 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 yada. And Evie
is
is
here
a
for
German
this shit.
Shepherd. She's like,
She's here for the shit, and I was laughing because somebody else was like, she's a whole ass boy, funky and all, and I was like, okay, because Evie about to fuck you up,
right.
and so
I mean, you can talk rah rah for the camera because you don't want to look like a punk, but if it really came down to it,
I
I
like
think
Evie would
would
stomp the
fuck
shit out of you.
would
So
fuck
I
you
mean,
up.
Raja, go ahead on. Now you got a lot of mouth, and that's cute. That's but girl, okay. But even your reads are really not all that decent. So
Right,
we'll
and the
leave it at
Dream
that.
Girls, yeah, I don't feel that either.
Yeah.
I guess they're trying to. What was that? Relaska Talks. They're trying to make it Relaska Talks, and I was like, that's
Whatever.
not happening either. All right, so
I like Scarlet Envy's look though. It was something about it that I liked.
I loved it, and I knew it was going to be good from when she was walking around because it seemed simple, but I was like, it's exactly what it is. I mean, the creature from the Black Lagoon is just all dressed in a model
it was
sort of
something
thing. It
about
doesn't
that I
have to
liked.
be bedazzled. I just don't like Scarlet, but
I
I will
don't-
say, I will say,
Let
if
me
she
be clear.
looked good.
I liked her look. I
Right,
do
I do
not.
not care for
I'm not
her.
a fan of Scarlett. Not at all. And Raja. Speaking of Raja, when we just talked about her, she looks so much better in drag than she does out of drag.
Out of drag, she just looks a mess. I mean, that's rude. That's mean.
It is very rude.
She gives good drag.
She looks.
She should wear drag all the time.
Her female presentation looks better than her male presentation on the spotlights.
Yes.
So I'm gonna leave it there.
Elvira and Rue are the same person. Speaking of Rue, I did not care for that amazing Technicolor dream coat that Rue had on. It did not move me. It was, I mean, I see what they were going for, but it's my same thing about the silhouette and everything. And we've seen that look before, just maybe a slightly different color or whatever. So I didn't see that.
I liked Evie's first two looks. She came through and she brought it.
I didn't necessarily like Evie's monster look at first, but in reflection, when I saw it again, I was like, that was she had the dinosaur feet on some pumps, and
at first I didn't like that.
It was simple, but it worked for what she was trying to do.
For her.
And it was kooky and weird,
Her
and
voodoo look,
the voodoo look failed. It was a total fail.
It was like you were missing so much more. Like you could have done so much more. You were missing something.
Right. It was total fail. It was like if you were just like a.
Though.
It wasn't terrible, but if you didn't tell me it was supposed to be voodoo, it might have been fine.
Yeah.
But if you say, oh, this is my voodoo look, no, just like
Ariel.
No, Sugarcane's troll doll. I was like, girl,
troll
just drag period was all right, but if you're
troll,
right, her drag was just fine as a dress up thing. But if you're going to tell me that it was all right. But if you're going to say to me that this is my look and I'm supposed to be a troll doll, I'm like, I'm not seeing it at all.
I didn't. It wasn't giving me trail. It was giving me bad swing and miss at a drag look. That's what it gave me, swing and miss.
Yes.
So Ariel Versace was giving me very much of L'Ariel Versace. That's what she was giving me.
Yes, and then that fucking was she the one that came out that dressed as the bunny, the Playboy bunny?
No, that was Plastique.
Plastique.
That was Plastique.
I thought that was. I was like, that's kind of basic.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Like, eh.
Now her dark scary.
Yeah,
look
that
actually,
was good.
That was the paint on her
really
face
good.
was good, and she managed to still look pretty, which was really. I was like, okay, girl, like all right,
Yes.
but now. Who was that? Silky this week that said, "I only got one mug. All I could do is paint it."
Yes.
I said, "Okay, Silky." Like,
what was the read though? The read of the episode was as Silky was walking back to leave. Rue said, "Say hi to Gail," because she looked like Oprah Winfrey. She did not look like Eveline at all. She looked like Oprah Winfrey.
she did.
She looked like it was a continuation of the Rusical. Like that was her Oprah Winfrey look. She didn't do anything to look at like Eveline at all.
Yeah, yeah. So I liked Nina West's face, the one that peeled off. Like her
Oh
look.
yeah.
That
I
was
like
hot.
that.
I
didn't
that.
care for the first look for the Scarlet Letter and the Burning Witches. It was
all
all
right.
right, but
Yeah,
it was.
all right.
I was like, it was just.
And
too,
it was
it was
campy
too
enough for her.
easy to literally have a dress with painted on flames.
Yeah,
She
it
should
was
have
campy
done
enough
something
for
with
her.
it, but it was cute.
It was campy enough for her.
Brooklyn's first look.
Brooklyn Heights tore the motherfucking house down
Yes.
on point.
Yes.
The entire time. I was like, oh my God, is she
Yes,
on
when
point?
she came out as the mummy was all right for me. I was like, okay, this is just, she's basically got on a cat suit with bandages, but it worked and she
But
was on
listen.
point. But the second look, when she came out as the Enchantress,
I wasn't
was
listening.
perfect.
I need to stay on this point. Listen, any person that knows anything about dancing, and if you were doing ballet, men generally do not wear pointed or toe shoes. They have to be specially made, and women generally tend to have smaller feet and they work better. When men wear toe shoes and point, there is a wooden block, just like in the women's shoes. There's a wooden block. That big old man was on them point shoes, and when I say he was marching down that, listen,
yes.
I'm here for all of that, all of it. So tens across the board for that. And her mummy look,
Enchantress.
the Enchantress look was I liked it because the way she moved. It was very fluid and
She did. She really took advantage of the skill set that she has.
Yeah, it just worked.
And so that worked. Sugar Canes didn't work. Air Versace, no. I'm over her. I'm over her excuses. I'm over people. Listen, just say you didn't do well on the challenge and just be like, you know what? I fucked up. I'm going to really do better next time. Don't be making excuses. Talk about, well, if I got a lip sync every time. No, girl, because that's not how you win.
That's not how,
And, complaining and, whatever. I get that it's hard, and I've never done drag. So, it's easy to talk about shit that you don't do, but, you sort of knew what you were signing up for when you got here.
Listen.
I was surprised at how poorly Evie did with her third look, but it's a lot to pull together.
And it was
three
looks
successful
in
looks.
in one show. Not
Right,
to mention
so that's
every
a lot
other week
to
you got to
do.
come up with other stuff. So I think they all did well. I mean,
Right,
God
and
bless
it
them
was
all.
it wasn't a terrible look in and of itself.
No.
But since you told me it was supposed to be a voodoo priestess or whatever the fuck it was supposed to be, it did not work.
Yeah.
And then Ariel fell. She
Listen.
did hop right back up, but it was too late. It was
But
all right.
the way she fell, listen.
She didn't do a dip and fall and spin and turn and get back up like Akasha did. She
listen.
fell on the hem of her dress and said, what up? But she fell like Fred Flintstone kind of fall.
Listen, let's give Akasha a shout out, because when that bitch fell on that runway, when her feet went from underneath her to the front, that bitch hit the ground and spun around on her bootay and stepped back and got back up.
Right.
I'm gonna give her credit for that.
I was hoping that she would do
Ariel
the same thing.
Was
She
not
just-
that
no, she
graceful.
was- yeah, it
was
was not.
not that graceful at all. And so on top of that, now one thing I will say, because she was going up against Sugar Cane for the lip sync.
I think Sugar
But
Cane's
listen,
time is about up too.
Sugar,
Learn
know
them
your words,
honey.
Know your words, honey. Because I kept looking at you like, bitch, what?
She don't know these words.
She don't know. How do you like?
Look, I'd like to keep the mask on.
Yeah, like, bitch, no, that's not what this is. If you're lip syncing for your life, you need to know the words. And if you don't, then what's her face? The woman who was on was it last season or season before last? She was the oldest contestant, and she went home first. She had the lip sync. She was used to actually singing live.
From who was like
She
a
was
British
from-
queen.
yes.
Mhm.
She didn't know the words. She was like, she's like, I don't know the words. This is not what I do. I don't really do lip syncing. But okay. But you also signed up for the show, so you make an effort. But
Right.
I'll give her credit to at least say I didn't know the words. I'll give Sugar credit for trying, and I give Ariel credit for trying. But come on, girl, know your words. And it's Whitney Houston.
Right. And if I was Rue, I know they got to keep the show going because they got a certain number of episodes that they are contracted
both should
for.
went home then.
I feel like they definitely should have
They
both went
should
home.
went home
I was like, both of
because
them
I
were
was
terrible.
like, Sugar, you were not that excited.
The lip
to
sync
me.
was lukewarm. I'm like, what song was it by Whitney Houston?
I want to dance with somebody. Was that what it was? No, I don't know how I like it. I just do. Woo. That is I want to dance with somebody.
I wanted okay, baby, but whatever song it was, they were
was a Whitney Houston song.
both giving you they were both giving you stand in place and emoting with hands when this was a fill up the stage with your personality kind of song and make people's eyes follow you.
They weren't
Because
doing
when you stand side by side like that, it's static. But if you're like moving all around and trying to
me
do
tell
stuff,
you who-
now of course Eric didn't do that because she'd already busted her ass.
But
so,
let me tell you
know.
who takes up a fucking stage and doesn't do a lot, but she does a lot because her presence is there. Miss motherfucking Trinity K.
Yeah.
Bonet, or Trinity Kardashian Bonet. That bitch, when she gets on the stage, she draws you right into her and says, focus right here and focus on me.
Mm-hmm.
Listen. And she gave some great lip syncs. So I'm here for it.
And I did see today that Fox is giving RuPaul a TV show.
Yes,
so
for
good
the
her.
summer. So this will be her third
TV show because she had the one
on VH1.
on VH1 with her and Michelle, and then what was the second?
It was
one?
a late night one on was it UPN? Not UPN. It was some other channel.
Didn't she like sit in for Arsenio or something?
I don't know, but I think this is her. It might be her third
Second
show.
or third show, but yeah. So good for her.
I mean, good for you. So parlay all that success into more success.
Right.
So
all right. So we are down to what is it? There's 10 contestants left now. So who do we think are? So my favorites are still. Brooklyn, Vanjie. Although Vanjie, I'm starting to see what Michelle is saying. It was like, okay, she looks good every week. She's never looked bad,
Right.
but the looks are the same.
Yes.
Although I did like the Angel look, but it was still sort
The
of
wings were everything.
Yeah.
It was the same.
So we'll take Brooklyn off. I mean Vanjie off. So Brooklyn, Evie, Nina is coming in.
Nina's always been a contestant. For
Yes.
me.
So those are like my top three. And if I have to add a fourth, I think the fourth would be Vanjie. But Vanjie's gonna have to do something like outside of her comfort zone. That's like really like she's going to have to give you like gutter bucket. Like she's going to have to give you a performance or a look that is so totally unexpected. Like she's going to have to give you ugly drag or something and like really make it work.
So I will probably say Brooklyn, Nina, and Silky are probably some. I think those
Really?
three. I
still just
believe
dislike
those
Silky
three-
so much till I
I
can't
believe
get
those
past
three
it.
are probably going to give definitely one of those three, or if not all of them, are going
At
to
least
be
two of those three are in the
in
top
the
three.
in the top. But I have to give a special shout out to and pay attention to her, Akira Davenport, and I'm also say Vanjie.
Yeah.
But she's the last one.
Yeah.
But just pay attention because I think that there's some more. Because Akira has some stuff that's kind of up her sleeve, I think, and she's been floating by a little bit. But
Right.
yeah, Nina, Brooklyn, and Silky for me so far.
Excellent.
So
Well, all right. We have 4 minutes left. We might end a few seconds early. The BGKH Show streams live on Wednesdays on www.voxwave.com from 8 to 9 p.m. Eastern and 5 to 6 p.m. Pacific. Episodes are available on YouTube every Friday. Search for Vox Power 373 and look for the BGKH Show with Dominion and Epic. You can also find us on Instagram, iTunes, and SoundCloud by looking for Vox Power 373 and searching for the BGKH Show with Dominion and Epic. And then I also saw that now there is an actual playlist on the YouTube channel.
Cool.
So there is a separate playlist for the BGKH Show. So if you subscribe to that playlist, I mean, no offense to all of the other shows, but now you don't have to search through all of the other shows that are on the network
gotta go
and
through
look
all that stuff.
specifically for the
all
BGKH
of
Show.
it.
So remember, we can host a live audience here, so we'd love to have you in the audience. And you can call in 240-719-2560. One more time.
240-719-2560.
So, Epic, how can the kids get in contact with you?
So, listen, you can find me on Facebook. You can search for me as Epic Onyx, EPICONYX. You can also reach me on Instagram at I am Epic Onyx. And you can also find me on Twitter at Epic Onyx 1. And how can they reach you?
At Domonyx on Twitter and Instagram, facebook.com/dominion.onyx, and my website, www.domonyx.com.
So I think that is the evening.
That is the evening. So in 2 weeks, like we talked about, not this Sunday, but the following Sunday is going to be the premiere of Game of Thrones. And then starting on Wednesdays, we're going to have a little 5 to 10 minute discussion about Game of Thrones for this last season.
Listen, I'm not even out of the first season yet, because I'm like trying to like focus. I have so much shit going on, but I was like, these bitches are crazy. I'm like, what the hell?
It is.
But okay.
Wait till you get to the red wedding and some other stuff. I don't want to spoil it for you.
Yeah, but they're crazy. So yeah. But anyway.
So thank you all for coming out. God bless you,
you.
and good night. We'll see you next week. Bye. Give him the red. Give him the red. One more time. Yes.
Just a little girl, heard about the monster under my bed. But you see, I wasn't no fool. Pay no attention to what other folks say. But when I got to be full grown, those childhood stories I could not share. 'Cause you act just like a monster, baby. You suck the life